Aussie medal drought finally over.
Hooray indeed, guys. Tora Bright has clinched silver in the half-pipe on day 5 of competition. The defending champion is now the country's most successful female Winter Olympian ever and still has one event remaining.
A spill in her first run left many fearing this wouldn't be Tora Bright's night.
Not holding that 5 together.
The defending Olympic champion only just getting started, turning it around on her final run.
Ladies and gentlemen, an amazing display of snowboarding.
After soaring high in the Sochi sky, now it was time for the Queen of Kuma to sit and wait.
She's on the podium, she's got a medal for certain.
A silver just a sliver away from gold. 0.25 adrift of champion Caitlin Farrington.
Tonight was really difficult, perhaps like one of the hardest contests I've done in a while, so I'm so happy it's over and I'm so happy I put a run down, and I don't know, I'm just really grateful to be here.
The minuscule margins continuing, although there was no splitting Tina Maza and Dominic Geisen. Olympic gold shared for the first time in the women's downhill.
Can you believe it? For gold, at this stage, it is a dead heat.
Germany's Eric Frenzel romped to victory in the Nordic combines, while three-time Olympian Stefan Gruthius continued the golden Dutch deluge on ice over 1,000 metres.
And the celebration begins.
Their outfits questionable, their combinations breathtaking.
Oh, just huge triple twists.
Bringing the host nation to its feet even if they weren't always using theirs. Maxim Trankov and Tatiana Volosoza putting the gold on ice. Proving 2 is always better than 1, Germany's double luge pairing in perfect harmony, rocketing to gold at nearly 150 kilometres an hour.
Belt and out are the Olympic champions.
Nick Vinden, World News Australia.
So taking a look at the medal standings, and Germany leads in Sochi for the first time. Canada and Norway make up the top 3. A century from Shaun Marsh has helped save Australia's blushes on day 1 of the opening test against South Africa. At one stage, the tourists were 4 for 98. However, an unbeaten 199-run partnership between Marsh and Steve Smith steadied the ship. Australia 4 for 297 at Stubbs.
Alex Doolan made his test debut while Shaun Marsh was recalled despite injuries and only landing in South Africa 4 days ago. Graham Smith won the toss and sent Australia in. Michael Clark said he would have batted anyway. David Warner started aggressively as he always does, but Dale Steyn quickly hit back. Chris Rogers lasted little longer, hit by Morné Morkel, then sent packing. Doolan settled in though and looked comfortable on the big stage.
Very good stroke.
He and Marsh put on 48.
Beautiful stroke.
But Doolan fell to another excellent piece of fielding. And a short ball plan to the skipper had Australia in serious trouble.
Is it out? It should be out. It is out.
Much like the Ashes summer, it was the middle order who dug in. Marsh and Steve Smith finally blunting the Proteas' attack. Marsh was conventional in reaching 50 in his first test in more than 2 years. Smith more imaginative.
Over the top, deliberate, fine shot.
His half-century was entertaining and the pendulum swung Australia's way. But it was Marsh's day, the Western Australians' second test ton.
He's done it. Shaun Marsh rewards the selector's faith.
The new ball bringing only an increase in the tempo in a partnership still unbroken at nearly 200. The duo piled on 120 runs in the final session, advantage Australia on day 1. Glenn Osborne, World News Australia.
In A-League news, embattled Sydney FC coach Frank Farina insists he has the support of his entire playing group. The news follows a difficult week which saw Farina banish midfielders Matt Thompson and Nicky Carl from training indefinitely. The move resulted in the club being threatened with legal action by the Players' Union. While the pair were reinstated, Farina says he has no fears for his job despite the team's recent poor form.
Look, it's been a difficult week, but, you know, I actually enjoy adversity. And I'm one of those people that will come out fighting, and hopefully my players will do the same thing.
Sydney FC hosts Perth Glory on Saturday. Meantime, Melbourne Victory has been handed a boost ahead of its Asian Champions League qualifier with Thai side Wangtong United. Coach Scott Cooper has handed in his resignation after falling out with club officials. The match on Saturday in Geelong will be Cooper's last in charge of the side. And for all the latest A-League issues and more, tune into Thursday FC. It all kicks off at 8:30pm tonight on SBS2. Meantime, Arsenal has blown a chance to take top spot on the Premier League ladder. Elsewhere, Liverpool and Tottenham both secured valuable away wins. Stoke was held at home, as were the Gunners. Chances were at a premium between the two sides, with former Arsenal captain Robin van Persie with an opportunity to open the scoring either side of half-time. The result leaves Jose Mourinho's Chelsea squad still top of the league. New Sydney Swans recruit Lance Franklin has drawn an unprecedented crowd to the AFL club's intra-squad hit-out. Around 1,000 fans turned up to see the former Hawthorn dual premiership player. While his pre-season has been interrupted due to a quadriceps injury, Franklin says he was happy to come through the session unscathed.
Oh, it was good. It was a good hit-out today. I ended up playing nearly 4 quarters, which was good for myself and where I've been at this pre-season. And just good to get out there amongst the boys and then get those 4 quarters out of the way, and then fingers crossed I can play next week.
The Swans face Greater Western Sydney in their first pre-season cup game next Thursday. To golf and world number 2, Suzanne Petterson leads the way after the opening day of the Women's Australian Open. On a smoky Victoria Golf Club course, Petterson carded a 6-under par round of 66 to be 1 shot ahead of the chasing pack. The Norwegian landed 9 birdies in a thrilling opening round, including 3 straight to finish her day. Former winner Jessica Korda is 1 shot behind, while New Zealand's Lydia Ko is at 4 under. Well, the past few months haven't been easy for Central Coast Mariners star Bernie Ibini. A difficult loan spell in China and the death of his father threatened to derail his career. But the 21-year-old says he's finally beginning to get his life back on track.
He's already an A-League champion and a young Socceroo, and at just 21 he still has plenty of goals to score.
European leagues are the best leagues in the world, so of course I'll look to play there one day, but I'm just looking forward to playing my time out with the Mariners and playing well.
Bernie Ibini is back at the club where he made his name, but only after a difficult loan spell with Shanghai that came to an abrupt end when his father died late last year. And the goal last weekend had special meaning.
My family is doing pretty well and I'm doing pretty well handling now, so just moving forward, and hopefully he was proud of me when I scored that goal, so yeah, it was good to score.
He didn't manage to score with Shanghai East Asia in his loan spell, but the experience has enhanced him in other important ways.
Asia really toughened him up mentally, and obviously he's been through some personal heartache as well, losing his dad, so I've seen a much more mature Bernie back at the Mariners.
Ibini is due to return to Shanghai at the end of May, but he could end up in the A-League again before trying his luck in the European leagues. And new Socceroos coach Ange Postecoglou's willingness to select local talent is a bonus.
The Ange has been looking to give opportunity to our A-League players, and that's something great for the league as well, that players from the A-League can get that opportunity.
The third-placed Mariners fly to Adelaide today, hoping to snap a run of 2 consecutive defeats against the Reds. John Baldock, World News Australia.
And a reminder to tune in to SBS2 tomorrow night for the Round 19 opener between Adelaide United and Central Coast. Our coverage commences from 7pm Eastern Daylight Saving Time. And that's a day in sport. Tomorrow we continue our look at all 32 FIFA World Cup finalists. Should be a quick.
Beautiful. Thanks, Rob.